At showtime, 10:30 a.m. Saturday, organizer of the protest Moses Sulf told us there were more police officers than protesters at Constitution Park, but the point remains the same.
It is a fact that gas price is very expensive and it's the most expensive in the region. It is the fact that people find it very hard to provide food and shelter for their kids, to pay their rent, to pay their light bill, to pay their water rate. I can tell you that I have about messages from about 20 different mothers who need graduation fees paid right now who can't afford it. And I can tell you that I meet people every day who can't afford a pack of bread, but then they must get involved in their own liberation. People are somewhat afraid. I am not certain why, because they're already suffering. So I'm not sure how much more the government can victimize you beyond suffering. The other thing is that people want to be paid to come out to demonstrate. We don't have any money to pay anyone. The pay that you're going to get for coming out to demonstrate is that when you come out in numbers, your salary is going to increase your minimum wage. The cost of living will go down. We're demanding free education for low-income families, free healthcare for low-income families, and proper housing for poor and low-income families. So that is how you get paid when you participate in a demonstration.
Gas price too high. Cost of living too high. House rent too high. Light bill too high.
But even as they proceeded down Cemetery Road and Orange Street into the center of town, Albert and Regent Streets, there was no initiative by the masses to join in. The group seemed more of a curiosity to Belizeans who suffer in the same conditions Sulf spoke about and were too busy thinking of their next plans. But protester and educator Abdul Marin Nunes was unsparing in his criticism nonetheless.
The Belizean people, I have always said, they are not suffering enough yet. When they start suffering, they will come out. If I was the only person out here, I would be out here because I am not a slave. And I am not going to allow any tyrannic government or anybody to make me a slave. And that's the reason I'm taking a stand, because I know my constitutional rights. I have a right of freedom of expression, I have a right to life, and the others. So I'm taking my stand now before it gets too late.
It is back to the drawing board for the BLSJ and other activist organizations who have flourished on social media but seem to lack the drawing power on the ground. One thing that is clear, according to Jose Luis Espat, is that they will not give up entirely.
It is obvious, like you said a short while ago, that protesting is not working anymore. So we need to, us activists need to come together and sit at a table and come up with different things that need to be done. Because I always say, no government in this world will act for the people if they are not bound by the law and the constitution of this country. And if anyone knows me, I am always binding them with the court. I am always binding them with the law. We need to take a different approach, because look at us, 10 or 15 of us out here today. All these ministers are there looking at us, if they are even paying attention to what is going on, and laugh at us. But you know what happened? My brother Abdul said that the people are not feeling enough. I believe that the ministers and the people in power are not feeling enough. They are not feeling the pain, because I am out here in the mud looking for people's missing families. I am out here looking at what they are feeling, and I am feeling it for them. So we need to understand that these ministers are living a free ride on our backs, and all these government people are living for free. So they won't move unless we move them.
Aaron Humes reporting for News 5.